Welcome back to Ground TV. Two men were shot yesterday along MAXFIELD Avenue, one in the buttocks and the other in the hand, as gunmen opened fire indiscriminately on a group in the latest series of attacks by warring factions. The incident took place in a section of the community called Rome at about 10:45 a.m. Residents summoned the police shortly after the attack, and the men who were seen suffering from gunshot wounds were rushed to the hospital. The St. Andrew Central Police said that based on the preliminary investigations, the attacks was carried out by gangsters. They said that the current gang war spans several police divisions, including St. Andrew Central, St. Andrew North, St. Andrew South, and Kingston Western. Our news team has gathered that several of the murders committed in recent weeks is in the area that are connected. Last month, following a triple murder on Lincoln Avenue, Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, who is in charge of the Kingston Western Police Division, said that an intra-gang feud involving the Bird Nation gang was at play. He said that the leader of the gangs reside in the United States and that there have been a falling out among members in Jamaica. Investigations into yesterday's shooting continue. Charges have been laid against Constable Fabian Durant in relation to an assault involving two men in Belmont District, Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew. The incident happened on July 28, 2018. Durant was charged on Tuesday with unlawful wounding, assault occasioning actual bodily harm in relation to one matter. He was further charged with illegal possession of firearm, assault at common law, and assault occasioning actual bodily harm. The charges stem from an investigation by the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, and a ruling by the Office of Director of Public Prosecutions. INDICOM says Durant appeared before in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court and was offered $400,000 bail with one of two sureties and reporting conditions. The matter was adjourned for mention on Monday, March 8, 2021. Mother and sister accused of conspiring to kill family member remanded at St. Mary Parish Court. Levriana Forrester, 63-year-old, who is accused of conspiring with her children to kill one of her sons, appeared before St. Mary Parish Court on Thursday. Her 32-year-old daughter, Marie Forrester, also appeared where the case against them was mentioned. They were remanded until February 18. The two women are accused of the Christmas Day murder of 26-year-old Jerome Forrester of Tank Lane in Aracabessa, St. Mary. Mr. Forrester's dismembered body was found in a knitted bag days after he was reported missing. His brother, who was accused of carrying out the killing, was found murdered a few days later in the same parish. Four suspected criminals, one of them a suspect in a double murder investigations, were arrested by the police following a cross-division operation that was coordinated by the Police Emergency Communications Center. The police said a Heckler & Koch 9mm pistol along with 14 rounds of ammunition, $200,000 cash, and 9 cellular phones believed to be stolen were seized, along with 2 motorcycles. According to the Constabulary's Corporation Communications Unit, the operation began shortly after 9:30 a.m. when a woman who was robbed in the Gardenia Avenue area of Mona Heights, Kingston, made a report to the Matilda's Corner Police. The Police Emergency Communications Center, utilizing Jamaica Eye resources, coordinating a response with the police team in the St. Andrew Central and Kingston Eastern Divisions, the CCU said. The police said less than an hour later, the suspects were intercepted in Vineyard Town, Kingston 3. The police said one of the men arrested is believed to be a suspect in a double murder in Papine, St. Andrew last year. The identities of the 4 men are, however, being withheld pending further investigations. Members of the public who were robbed today in Mona Heights or even its environs being urged to contact the Elliston Road Police Station at 928-4200. Police are reporting that a Taurus 9mm pistol along with 6 9mm rounds and 12 12-gauge cartridges were seized in an operation on Tanner Lane in Portmore, St. Catherine yesterday. The police said one person was taken into custody in relation to the find. His identity is, however, being withheld pending further investigations. Reports are that around 7:30 a.m. several premises were searched and the weapons along with the ammunition was found in a house. Family members of 52-year-old Mitchell Coley, a butcher of 4th Street in Lane State, St. Catherine, who was slain this morning, are puzzled in utter grief over the killing. It is reported that about 6 o'clock, Coley, who operated at the Linstead Market, was pounced upon at his gate by unknown assailants as he prepared to go to work. The attackers opened fire, hitting him several times. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Detectives at the murder scene Friday morning told our news source that even though they have not established a motive for the killing, they are following strong leads. There was an atmosphere of gloom at Coley's home on Friday morning where a number of family members gathered, unknown to process the tragic loss of a man they say was a hard-working family man. "It's not easy," said his 31-year-old daughter Camelia Coley, who spoke to our news source while trying desperately to hold back her tears. "I was on my way down to visit him when I got the news that he was shot and killed at his gate. It coming like me in a dream right now," she said. Camelia, the eldest of 5 children, the youngest being 13, said that her father was a jovial person who got along with others. "As far as I know, he doesn't trouble people. He is just a hard worker who will die for his family. He is a good father who provides for us even though 4 of us are grown. We can't want anything and have to wait," she said. No more Mother's Day call. The dead man's mother, Loretta Brown, was visibly disturbed by her son's murder, declaring that she did not know how she would get over the tragedy. "Oh Jesus, God see and know. We can't tell what happened, but God knows," she said before going silent for a moment and then suddenly uttering, "Me I gonna miss my Mother's Day call. This will never come out of me." Brown said that her son would call her every Mother's Day before taking a gift to her. She said that his death would haunt her this coming Mother's Day. She further stated that she had a dream earlier Friday morning that someone had harmed her son and that her spirit was troubled. "When I got the call that he was shot, I told my granddaughter that I had seen it in a vision. I had dreamed like this before, and when I tell him about it, he said, 'Mama, me not go out at night, so if them a go kill me, them have to go kill me in my house.'" Coley's common-law wife Janice Hall, who is the mother of the 13-year-old, told our news source that he lived mostly alone except when she made periodic visits to the house with their daughter. She described him as a great provider for his child. Members of the Linstead police who visited the house were visibly upset about the killing. One of the senior members of the police party was overheard saying, "Look how long we have maintained the peace in Linstead, and now this. We have to find who did this." 2 men are scheduled to appear in the St. Mary Parish Court on Friday in connection with the theft of telephone cables belonging to telecommunications company Flow. Taxi operator of Gully Road in St. Anne's Bay, 35-year-old Devon Days and 36-year-old Sheldon Kevin Leng of Richard Spence St. Mary have been charged with simple larceny, malicious destruction of property, and trespassing on the works of a telecommunications company. The police say on Monday the men were seen cutting the telephone cables in Donald Land. Burned cables were also found in a car nearby in a fire in bushes. The stolen wires amount to 1,350 meters, valued at a little over 1.5 million. The theft of the cables result in businesses and residents now without access to internet, fixed voice and cable services. The St. Mary police said there have been an increase in cable theft in communities like Apello, where criminals went into the manholes and stole several sections of cable.